Welcome to a new test and teardown video. This one is very old and very much used, so I bet this was a super duper cool project or product back in the old times. This is French, and the company name, I guess, Mesureur the Champ Universal, MC5 and then C662 is what I think it stands here, right? As you can see, everything here is written in French, but it's not a big deal, right? We should be able to figure that out. So what I think this is a service dude for television sets or television installations would use this to verify correct signal in and out of each of the bands or generate signals as well. So I think there is a signal generator or a signal pickup level detector of the different frequency bands, because as you can see here, that will be all the TV channels, and then it just checks the different TV channels here, right? Sortie, that is output, and then entrée, that is the input connector, is up here, and it's the same here. Entrée VHF, and then we got some attenuator switches here on the side. Measure, so crank this to do measure. I guess that's because we got batteries inside. Tirage, that means calibration. So you play with this one for calibration. And what else can I show you guys? Yeah, again, we got all the different TV and radio channels here. Well, this one is pretty cool. Look at that. So there's a mechanical gearing or something in here. And it's the same with this one. So the UHF frequency is done like this. So now that means stop or disconnected. And this one means marcher. That means to walk actually, but we're not walking. But that is of course variable, or to dial or adjust or to move. I think this would be the right translation. I'm not a super expert in French, I must say, but still, we should be able to figure out what this was for and what it contains. Antenna. So there's probably like an antenna you could screw in here, and then we'll stick up here and be able to pick up the signals, and then you tune for it here and measure the level on that meter. Carrying leather bell. Okay, yeah, you can actually carry it if you are real tough, I guess. Oy. Oh, look at this state this one is in. Rusty as. Whoa. So this was definitely put on a floor and all the paint and protection is gone. So I guess we need to unscrew this to find the batteries. That was actually a little bit interesting. So the 5 batteries are 4.5 volt each. 3 of them go to this ground. So that is 13.5 volts, right? And those two also share the same ground. So on the green one here we got 9 volts, also positive. And that is the power supply for this unit. That is interesting. I thought it was plus and minus. Why would you do this? This is the inside of the case. Clearly, it is not in a super mint condition anymore. That is the insert for the switches on the side, made of soldered brass pieces. How cool. That is looking really nice. Handwork. So that is not the original speaker. It's just hanging loose here on its magnet. The original would have been a lot smaller, right? Attenuators. Oh, we got some really cool germanium transistors down here. How lovely. AF102. Something about this. Why are we having this? Oops, why are we having a wire here? What is that good for? So that is in the bottom, not a lot to see. Oh, that will be the wires from the battery, right? And that is this power on off switch. Plenty of space not to touch. I mean, I think it is definitely touching. Oh, that is close. That cover was easy to poke off. So that is all the band switches. Oh my god, that is beautiful. I think I have seen exactly this model a few times before, because you can take this out and then you can do your soldering and then you can plug them back in. You can even hear the tension on the switches. This is not so bad. Oh, there's a good feeling on those. I think we should try and power this up. What is this doing? Is this supposed to be a trimmer capacitor? It is definitely shorting. It's probably not going to work if it's on a direct contact, right? What else have we got here? Some more goody stuff in here. Oh, is that a repair? Made of wood. That was new. And look at that, is a rubber band. Somebody tied a knot on top of that one. Oh, that is just beautiful. Oh man, that is funny. So its power use isn't really a lot. I connected a signal generator with some FM deviation, and as you can hear here, let's turn on the, see? So that's the audio, and I mean that is the FM band that we have selected, and then we can dial around here. So yes, it actually works. And this is attenuation here. Sure thing, it works. How funny is that? It is ugly as and full of loose connections and I don't know what. So that is a transportable receiver test thingy for almost all frequencies involving broadcast, UHF and FM band and TV band and all that kind of stuff. So definitely a test my antenna installation kind of things from the good old times. Oh, by the way, I also forgot to show the level meter here. See? No input. And full hammer here. Let's crank it down. This is 10 millivolts. And here we go. 5. Let's try and see if we can. Of course I need to. Okay, here it must be, right? Yeah. It's just full of loose connections all over the place. But anyway, I was having fun for a few minutes. That is just the most ugly unit of the month. So that will be the audio amplifier. Really, really cute device here. Only 4 transistors. Input stage OC71 germanium transistors. And output stage will be OC72s. Obviously this is a push-pull driving a transformer, and then again push-pull driving another transformer. That is as easy as it is. That is pretty cool. So that is the antenna input. It goes down here. I think there was supposed to be some isolation here, right? And that's probably what this wire was for. It went all the way to the antenna input, I guess. So this is inside the UHF tuner, and that is not working. Probably some of the missing wires and whatever stuff that is causing that. Yes, indeed, here is a nice little transistor. So see, that is a coupling from that room to that room at exactly the same frequencies. And then we go into a mixer or something like that here, right? And here is another. Definitely here it is. Yes. That is maybe the oscillator and mixer as well. Yeah, just too bad that doesn't work. This one was supposed to cover a frequency range of 500 to 850. It was exactly as I remembered. All you have to do is just pull a little bit and then they click out. And this is really smart because you can tune a lot of different parts in your circuit at the same time, like oscillators and the input and output filters and all that kind of stuff. Very, very effective way to design something. Where the heck did I put this? It was here, right? Where's the click? I was expecting a little click sound here. So here we go. And then we're back again, right? Yes, we are. Yeah, there. That's probably why half of that tune stuff here is not working. Because this is touching That can't be good. Yeah, I didn't want to make an hour-long video about this unit. There's not a lot of funny things to say about it. It's definitely full of all sorts of modifications and screws missing here and there, and it is in a really, really rotten condition, to be honest.